All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Kah Halayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Salutations and double salutations to the hopeful elect out there, the men that's pushing this word in sincerity and in truth with all humbleness, man. Also the confusions of faces as well that's pushing this word around the four corners of the earth, and the Aquathium, the sisters that believe on Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, following the doctrine of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, man, and believing on Yahweh Shai to redeem them, man, and also, to the peace and blessings to the little ones out there that consist of the 144,000 and the 1/3, Shalom. I want to get into my lesson about these Edomites, man, these so-called white people, and they're losing it. I just want to put that out there. They're losing it, man, because they see their kingdom crumbling. They see the rising of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and that hatred, that old hatred that's been in them since forever, is really, coming back to the surface, man. It's coming back unto them. The spirit is being brought out of them to show their true hatred and their true nature against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Because they always hated us, because in the Bible, their biblical name is Esau, Edom, the red nation, the red Hebrew Edomites, man. That's their nationality according to the scriptures. And Jacob is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And just a little quick testimony, a couple of days ago, I went to the little dollar store, and a cracker had went in, and then he left right out the store quickly. Then when I went to the register, when it was my turn to ring up my items, one of the one of Jake's had told me, "Hey, you had heard that white man?" And I was like, "Nah, what'd he say?" He was like, basically what he said, he couldn't stand being around niggas. He said, "I hate being in the store around a bunch of niggas, man." Showing you that old hatred never left them. And Jake, he was, a little uptight about it. But us men, the men that follow and read the scriptures, we understand that Esau, that's their nature. We don't get mad at that, man. Because we know at the end of the day that our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, is going to redeem us, the elect. Abarak Dazah, we be those men. And we're going to take hold unto Esau, man. We're going to have Esau in slavery. Like they have done unto us, man. The Lord is a righteous balance. So you thinking these heathens, and starting off with the so-called white man, they're not going to get paid back. And the so-called white man got a harsh judgment so bad that after 1,000 years of doing his time, serving his prison sentence, being a slave under the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Lord is going to destroy them off the face of the earth. And it will not be no more Edomites or so-called white people on the face of this planet, man. Then another thing on the topic, Esau getting bent out of shape about this Mortal Kombat thing, Mortal Kombat 11, about Jack's ending. And the thing I don't understand, how can you get mad and your people basically made that movie? Salakia made that game. They put that image out there. So they don't understand that the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai put the spirit on them Edomites, or if Ammon, because Ammon the one that makes those games and stuff like that, give the idea, and Esau basically publish it and let it go forth, out into the media. Because if it was such a big problem, Esau would have been stopped it. But it was the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai on those Edomites to have that fictional, game show a realistic vision, man. Jack's ending was basically him and his people in harmony. Him, and he had his wives, his children, and basically it was a little small glimpse of the kingdom of heaven. Because in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna be rejoicing in that day. We're going to be happy. We're going to have wives. We're going to have all our children's. We're going to be in peace. We're going to be in harmony. And also, that's consists of the Latino tribes and the Native American tribes. Because they're part of the bloodline. They're part of the nation of Israel. And these crackers are losing sleep because of that one little so-called fictional vision that was in the Mortal Kombat 11 game. You know? So spiritually, these Edomites know that their time is short, man. Because they can see it. They, like I said, they rulership is falling, their kingdom. You know? Jake is rising up. You know, these people are not scared of these Edomites. You know, our people. You know, we're fed up with them, so to speak. And the Lord putting the spirit on his men to prophesy against this kingdom and to stand in great boldness. They're afraid of that too. That's the main thing they're afraid of. You just see a whole bunch of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans on the street corners, not selling drugs, not killing each other, not acting like a pack of wild beasts. You know, they see us reading out the scriptures, prophesying against their downfall, against their people, against their nation. You know, and they hates that. That fears these Edomites, these so-called white men. You know, these white people. That put a lot of fear in them when Jake is unified. And it's countless of accounts that so-called white men have said that. That's the biggest fear. That's the biggest thing that they're scared of. The unity of the Negroes, man. The Latinos and the Native Americans. You know? Because in all actuality, we the same people. We go through the same thing. Suffer the same curses. We all in the projects. We all first one fired, last one hired type situation. That's us, man. We all have that spiritual discernment, so to speak. That's the children of Israel, you know. And I just want to get into some scriptures basically going on how Esau always hated us, and also that the Lord is going to pay back Esau, Edom, man. The Lord is going to redeem his people, you know. And the more and more we flood this truth out, the more and more it's manifesting, the more and more these Edomites are getting scared out their boots, man. They're scared, man, whether people believe it or not. And this the book of Genesis chapter 25, and I'll start at 21. The point's in 22 and 23. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. Verse 22. And the children struggled together within her. That means they was still fighting in the womb, man. They was always fighting against each other ever since before birth. Before they was even born, they was always fighting against each other. Because that was that two separate manner of people. Esau being the so-called white man, the wicked, and Jacob, you know, being the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, is set up to be the righteous. Because that's who the Lord chose at the end of the day. He chose Jacob. He chose Israel, man. Those are his people. Salaki. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord, because she was wondering why she was going through so much pain. It was so hard for her to conceive these children, man. You know? Verse 23. And the Lord Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, Jacob and Esau, man. Esau being the so-called white man, the progenitor of the so-called white man, and Jacob being the progenitor of the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans descent, man. You know? Two nations are in thy womb, and two manners of people shall be separated from thy bowels. So we was never meant to be together with these crackers, man. These Edomites, these so-called white people. We was never to be in harmony with these people, man. They always hated us, and we always hated them ever since in thy womb, in the womb of Rebekah. You know, that was the spirit that the Lord put upon both manners of the people. which is Jacob and Esau, the two nations, man, the two separate nations, because the world evolves around Jacob and Esau, man. You know, yeah, you got other nations, you know, out of the other 17 heathen nations, you know, but the main two focus are the Edomites and the Israelites, man, which is going back to their forefather Jacob, which his name got turned into Israel once he wrestled against an angel. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. That's right, man. That's why we are better than these Edomites, man. Physically, spiritually, mentally. The Edomite lose his job, he'll kill himself. Jake lose his job, he gotta do what he gotta do. He'll go harder to either look for a job, or even though, you know, they'll do some wicked shit and try to sell drugs or do this and do that to try to get money just to pass by. But that's still showing you the difference between those two, man. That Israel is way stronger than Esau, man. You know, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And the elder shall serve the younger, who was born first, Esau. And this is a future prophecy, man. Because at the end game, when Esau rulership comes down and Israel is going to rise up, Esau is going to be servants unto us, man. He's going to be a slave, man. And that's it. That's thus saith the scriptures. Esau is going to be slaves under us, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Israel, man. When Yahweh shall come back to redeem us, starting off with the elect, the 144,000, and the 1/3 of women and men, women, and children. It was another precept. Okay, that was it on that. Get another precept. And this, cause the precept I'm about to get was during the time when Jacob had, basically supplant, cause that what Jacob mean, Yaquab, which means to supplant. He supplant Esau for selling his birthright for a little small morsel of meat, man. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't even cooked all the way, or it was cooked at all, cause Esau loved that red meat. That's how you know that that's an Edomite too, you know. And this is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse. I start at 40, because this one of the characteristic traits. This how you know this is Esau Edom, being a so-called white man. And by thy sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off his neck. Because, you know, these Edomites are living by the sword, man. That's how they conquered all this land, man. You know? That's how they begin to prosper, become that nation that they are, which is today. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he's bringing them down, man. You know, because it's our time to rise. It's Jacob's time to rise, man. And forever. You know? Verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. That's right, man. Esau hated Jacob. And that goes on to this day. There's no new thing underneath the sun. These are the same spirits that are coming back on the earth today, man, that was of old, in the Old Testament, you know, in the New Testament, and in today's time, man, you know. And it's crazy because Jake, this how you know Jake sleep, because Jake really think that Esau have, not forgiven them. Basically, they forgiven Esau for all they have done unto them, man. The slavery, the oppression, you know. And they don't even know why they in the predicament they in now, man. Because they, Jacob, they fell against the Heavenly Father. They didn't want it to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And because of that, the Lord sent that whipping stick, Esau, to basically whip our ass, man. Put us in slavery, oppress us. Because of Esau, we can't get certain things. We should be the tail and not the head. Esau still showed his hatred to this day. Us being in the projects, us hard to get jobs, and then it's the system. They'll further put you in the system, child support. They won't give you a job, so they'll lead you to selling drugs and being out there on the streets. And you do that, you get caught up, you'll go to jail, you'll go to prison, you'll serve time, man. And Esau, the main one that's pushing these drugs, these pharmaceutical drugs, these street drugs, all that, man. So if Esau was really a so-called righteous ruler, which he's not, he'll stop all that. But he's doing that because of the hatred that he has for Jake, man. He do that to further mess our people up, man. And then you got the things like this music, which got demons and push vibrations out on the masses of the people, aiming at Israel. They got pollutions in the food, pollutions in the water, pollutions in the air, pollutions in the vaccines, which they trying to push upon you Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So there's no escaping, man. Esau hates us, man. Always has and always will, man. Until they even, they still gonna hate us in the kingdom of heaven, but they ain't gonna have they ain't gonna have no say so. They ain't gonna have no choice but to listen what the hell we got to say. Because we're gonna have the power, man. The Lord's gonna put the spirit on his men to take the kingdom, destroy this kingdom, and let Esau and the other heathen nations build up our kingdom, because we're not building up our kingdom. We build up this kingdom for the last hundreds of years. So you really think we're going to build up our own kingdom? And we dare Esau to get out of line, man. We're going to really show that power upon them, man. We're going to show them that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah has been with us the whole time. Then you should know. Then they should know who are the chosen, man. I started over. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, which going back to Lahab is your mind, he always had it in his mind to have that hatred, man. To always want to murder us, man. Not kill us, but murder us, man, without cause, man. And we supposed to be twin brothers. They broke the brotherly covenant, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. That's right, man. They always had it in their heart to slay us, man. Always wanted to murder us, take us down, take us out of power or position, rulership, anything like that. And that's always been in the nature of Esau. That's just in them, man. There's no way around it. Got more precepts. Just bear with me. I gotta see which one good. I'm gonna go to the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 7. Because they always had it in their minds to destroy us, man. These Edomites, the so-called white man, because what they dumbass did, they sold their own birthright, and they mad because we got it, man. And that's why us men that follow the scriptures and apply them to our day-to-day life, mainly the men of Great Millstone, that's humble and in sincerity, we don't care. We don't get mad at these crackers showing their true colors, man. We don't care, man. Because at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to destroy them, man. And that's a fact according to the scriptures, man. We believe in the scriptures. We believe everything in the scriptures, man. And everything must come to pass, and it will. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord, Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. You know, they want to destroy it, man. Basically wipe them off the map. But the Lord is dealing with Israel, man. No matter how much you try to destroy us and kill us, we always come back, man. Just like when they try to destroy all the Gadites, the Reubenites. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we got Gadites and Reubenites that's coming back into this fold, man. You know, we got them, you know, that's in this truth, so to speak. And they're prophesying against these devils, man. Because they know, mainly, you know, they really know how these devils get down, man. They done made peace treaties with the Gadites and the Reubenites and the other Latino tribes, man. Issachar, you know, Manasseh, whoever been dwelling in the lands of Canada, North America, Central and South America, man. All that region was dwelled by the Israelites, man. You know, the northern kingdom, because they was over here first. But these Edomites, these red Hebrew Edomites, took them down by deceit, signing all type of peace treaties and broke every single last one of them. If that's not hatred, I don't know what it is, man. Because if you really cared about somebody and love somebody, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't backstab them. You wouldn't, you know, go behind their back and do all type of manners of wickedness, of murdering them, killing their children, killing their loved ones, their wives, all their families, you know. But that's the MO of the so-called white man, man, to destroy us. And that's just in their nature. Going to Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5. It's the book of Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5. Who oppresses slay them, and who is oppressing us, man, the Israelites, these so-called white men, man. They oppress us every day, man, through the media, you know, thinking all niggas are just, all so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are niggas. Salakia. Or niggas, or wild beasts, drug users, drug dealers, gangbangers, you know. But in all actuality, you so-called white people push that all amongst our people. You created the gangs, man. You know. You created all that. You created the drugs to push. You know, this weed, cocaine, heroin, these pills, man, painkillers, all type of stuff. You are the reason why, man. And Jake, they had a so bad of a low state, they'll do anything in order to make some fast money, man. It's hard for them to get jobs because of you. And y'all say, you know, no, y'all don't discriminate against no race, nationality, which is a race, or religion or anything like that. But soon is, as an Israelite come up, you know, up to you, try to get a job offering, you know, you deny them, whether they have a clean record or not, man. You know, who possessors, Salakia, that was possessors. Who possessors slay them and hold them not guilty. They sell them, say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. That's right, man. Because Esau is in rulership, you know. They pity us not, man, you know. And then they hold themselves not guilty. Because these Edomites really think that what they did is not of them. Or they love to say, oh, that was in the past. Let bygones be bygones. You know, it's the truce. Or that was my forefathers. But pursuant to Isaiah 14 verse 21, you are your forefathers, man. You know, there's no new thing underneath the sun. You know, you still have that old hatred in your spirit, man. Because back in your past life, most likely you was a slave owner. You used to lynch niggas, burn them alive, castrate them, put sick dogs on us, man. You know? There's no new thing underneath the sun. So for anybody that believes that all Edomites are not bad, you're stupid, man. That is a false. That's false, man. There's plenty of accounts in the scriptures, man, that says that whole bloodline is wicked, man. Let me see if I get a precept. Okay. This is Psalms chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. That's right, man. There's no upright in these Edomites, man. The wicked. Because the bloodline of the wicked is the so-called white man. The Edomites, man. And you can clearly see that. And if you don't have the spirit dealing with you, man. But us, the men that have the spirit dwelling within us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we see that daily, man. Whether it be your upper elites of these Edomites or your low lives, man. Even the low lives, damn, still look down on you niggas. And they just as in worse predicament as us. Now, if that's not pride, I don't know what is, man. But that's a Edomite. You know, you can't get mad at that, man. You know, you gotta remain humble, keep pushing the word, keep doing what you gotta do as an Israelite, and then at the end game, the Lord will bless us. You know, Abarak Dazawi be those men to rule over these heathens, man. To rule over these Edomites, to take vengeance upon them, man. The give recompense unto them, man. Payback, man. Because it's coming. It's already written in the scriptures. And it's not going to come back until the Lord void, man. It's going to happen. Hold on. It's another precept. I got. Okay, this I can get it right here in the scriptures. Because, you know, I'm going in on Esau, man. Because Esau is the wicked, man. Hear all this stuff going on in the world. But they worrying about Mortal Kombat, the Jax ending. Letting you know how much hatred they got towards a so-called Negro. You know? And just, oh, man. Esau, you done, man. You finished. And there's no salvation unto them. The Lord's not going to save them. What for? They already lived they so-called kingdom, man. You know, and for the ones that's in poverty, you know, hey, you just a two-time loser, man. The Lord really hated you or hates you. It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. And who is that speaking of? These white people, man. These so-called white people. There is no righteousness in an Edomite. And if that person, or that Edomite so-called white person has some righteousness in him, most likely his bloodline go back to Israel, man. You know, even though our people are wicked as all hell, but they still, you know, cause it's the spirit, they still try to find it some type of way to try to do right, man. You know, especially if they keep continuously getting judged. But the just shall live by faith. And the just is the Israelites, man. Starting off with the elect. Because that's the ones that believe on having faith. Having faith and believing on Yahweh Shai, man. To redeem us and save us from from our wicked ways, you know, the ways we used to have back in the world, and even this flesh, man, because we still under sin, man. We still sin every day, you know, and that gets people mind boggled too, because we preach the word, everything like that. You think we don't battle demons within ourselves? You think we don't go off? But that's not the case, man. We do go off, and we saying that in a humble way. But we always look for forgiveness, man. We always look for mercy from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what makes us different. That is what makes us righteous, man, in the eyes of the Lord. Doing his work, doing his will, man. You know, proclaiming Israel. We're preaching, man. We're teaching the true doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And that what makes us righteous, man. I read verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgressed by wine, and that wine represents philosophy, you know. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. And that's Esau, man. With their military might, they space programs, you know. They always in other heathen countries, trying to steal their resources, try to push their democracy upon them, their wine, their philosophy, you know, upon every nation, man. That's a Edomite. And he show his hatred all over the world, man. He show his hatred towards everybody, but his main focus and main hatred is toward the Israelites, man. Going all the way back to Genesis, man. You know. Who enlarges his desire as hell, as is death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. You know, basically, he try to be over all those nations, man. Try to be over all those people, and he has, you know, because America is that bad guy, man. That bully. America runs everything, but in a process of elimination of time, America slowly is going to fall down, which is going on now, man. You see all these heathens, other heathen nations, you know, drawing away from America, from their money system, they philosophies, their democracy, you know, and you see that all throughout in the news, man. And it's just a period of time. The Lord is really going to put the spirit on these heathens to go to war with America. Because that's prophesied in the scriptures too, man. World War III. Not to get off topic. Got another. Okay, I got precept. Oh, okay, Khan. Salakia, Akim. Gotta find the precept I was looking for. It's Jeremiah 50 and 33. Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah. The children of Israel in this specific, verse, the children of Israel is the northern kingdom. You Latino tribes and Native American, Seminole Indian descent, man. And the children of Judah are the so-called Negroes, the so-called West Indies and Jamaicans, and also the so-called Haitians, which are the Levites. And the Benjamites are the West Indies and Jamaicans, were oppressed together. They were oppressed together in this land, man. This the land that you got all the tribes of Israel dwelling in, man. You know, and we were oppressed together through they projects, putting us in the slums. You know, having tried to bring envy against each other. That's oppression within itself. Here we supposed to be brethrens, and that's also going into the curses as well. But here we supposed to be brethren amongst each other. But these devils, you know, the deceiver, Diablo, the so-called white man, had put envy against us, man. You know, made it act like we different. You know, make us to think we're different from each other. Or we think we better than the so-called Mexicans. And that's not the case, man. You know, because the Negroes and the Mexicans, they're very hard workers, man. You know, especially the Mexicans. I give credit to them. They work their ass off, especially for cheap labor. You know, and all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go. You know, and that's Esau, man. You know, even though all these other heathen nations had us in captive, and Pharaoh, he refused to let us go. But eventually the Lord destroyed Pharaoh, man. You know, and all these other heathen nations, they had us in captivity. But some of them had like leniency towards us, man. Let us do certain things still of our customs. But mainly the Edomites, man, going all the way back to the Maccabees, wanted us to forsake our laws, eat swine, and be unto them, man. Be Satorians, man. Be Grecians, man. Be Romans. You know, that's Esau for you. Want us to cast away our power, our customs, to be under them, man. And they was never satisfied, you know, according to the scriptures, man. I want to go to Ezekiel. Go to 25. Okay. 25 verse 12. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, why Yahweh shall powers, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. That's right, man. And that's speaking of, you know, all Israel eventually, but mainly they're speaking of the southern kingdom, man. You know? And also, you know, the northern kingdom, they was over here first. So they went through some hell too. But they really put that hardcore bondage, that slavery upon the southern kingdom, man. You know? Verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh shall power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man, beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And that's all those the men of Edom, man. They're gonna all fall by the sword, man, because what they done to the nation of Israel, man, because they had that great hatred towards Israel, have shed that blood, you know, caused that violence against us. Why? Because going all the way back to when Jacob supplanted Esau to sell his birthright, man. You know? And that's always going to be in these Edomites' spirit, man. And they don't even know why they hate Jacob, so to speak. They just know they got some type of hatred towards niggas. It's just something about those niggas that they don't like. But if you look at the spiritual aspect, that is the reason why that these Edomites, these so-called white men or white people, don't like the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans descent. because they forsook their birthright. Esau forsook their birthright, man, to their brother Jacob, man. You know? I read verse 14 too. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh Shah powers. That's right, man. It's gonna come upon a time that these Edomites are really they're gonna find out in a horrible way that the Lord has been dealing with them the whole time, man. Has been dealing with the Israelites the whole time. Because these Edomites, they're here, they wicked as all hell, but they really think they're the children of the Most High. They're the children of God. That they are the chosen. And that's not the case, man. We are the chosen, man. The ones that you been beaten, been put up in oppression, put us in slavery, you know, did all type of manner of wickedness towards us, man. And the Lord's going to put that remembrance unto you in the time of slavery. And when the Lord put the Spirit on his people, because Israel, starting off with the elect, we're gonna have dominion over you Edomites, man. The Lord is gonna put hell on you so-called white people, man, in the kingdom of heaven. Because you think the kingdom of heaven is for everybody. And some of these niggas think that too. But they're gonna get a harsh reality check, both of them, these 2/3, you know, and these 2/3 and the Edomites, they're gonna get a harsh reality check, man. These Edomites gonna realize, like, oh shit, we in captivity, we got chains on us, we're in bondage, you know. I had another precept too. Go with Psalms 49:8. Okay. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 49. I start at verse 5, the point in verse 8. And this is also a future prophecy. You know, King David had spoke about how, you know, in this period of time in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be rejoicing basically at the downfall of our enemies, man. You know? And we're going to be happy that the Lord Yahweh Shah has delivered us, and also delivered these elites, starting off with the elites of the Edomite nation, all the way down to you lower crackers, man, you lower Edomites, man. You know? Verse 5, let the saints be joyful in glory, let them sing aloud upon their beds. That's right, man. We're going to be singing, man, during that time, man. You know, we're going to be rejoicing, we're going to be happy. We're singing now by pushing this word, man. You know, that's also that new song that we're singing, we're piping unto the people, man. This true wisdom and knowledge of and understanding of the scriptures, man. You know. Verse 6. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged swords in their hands. So we're gonna be giving praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, in the kingdom of heaven. We're doing it now. How much more in the kingdom of heaven, man? We really gonna be rejoicing. Especially Abarat Dazah, we be those men to get delivered out of this hellhole, man, out of this captivity, you know. Continuing on. And a two-edged sword in their hand. Verse 7, to execute vengeance upon the heathens and punishment upon the people, That's right, man. We're gonna be executing judgment upon these heathens, man. We're gonna do that in the times when all hell break loose. You know, the Lord going to deliver some of His men with spiritual power. But we mainly gonna be all doing all that judgment and executing in the kingdom of heaven when the Lord put us in our full power, man. When we're gonna be ruling, we're gonna be giving out commands. You know, we're gonna have dominion over the whole earth and the people, man. Verse 8, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of irons. And who are the kings and the nobles in this society today? You so-called white people, you Edomites, because you're in rulership, pursuant to Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. The earth, you ruling the earth right now, man. You are the so-called kings and nobles of this society. Because everybody are afraid of y'all. Everybody looks up to y'all. You know, look up to y'all like y'all the chosen people. Look down upon us. But sooner or later, the Lord is going to turn that upside up. Downside up. You know, the Lord's going to flip the switch on them, man. Going to put down these Edomites in their rightful estate. You know, their rightful, place of being low, abased people, and bringing us back up, man. Going back to Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. And I want to look up that word perpetual, because people of the world don't understand why these crackers hate us so much, man. They don't understand prophecies, man. They don't understand the scriptures, the Bible. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and shed the innocent blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and the time that their iniquity had an end. And they also got at the bottom a hatred of old. See, they always had that hatred, man. And they basically furthered the affliction, And matter of fact, I'm going to get that precept right quick, too. Before I get that. Furthered the affliction. Not coming up. Hold on. Should say reflection. Salaki. Affliction. Salaki, it's not pulling up. But going back to perpetual in Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Perpetual. In this Hebrew it say alam, which I'm pretty sure that's not correct. But it's long duration, forever, ever, everlasting, evermore, perpetual, old ancient world, ancient time, long time of past, of future, forever, always. These crackers always hated us, man. Always hated us. And they're showing their true colors the more and more this word getting, pushed out, the more and more the downfall of this system is coming to pass, because they're going to start blaming stuff on us, man. The Hebrew Israelites. And that's when that persecution and affliction is going to come, man. Continuous existence, everlasting, future eternity. eternity. That's right, man. These Edomites always had hatred towards us, man. No matter what. But at the end game, the Lord is really going to show his hatred towards these Edomites. Because these Edomites think, Salakia, these Edomites really think that they are the chosen people of God, man. That we are the wicked ones. You know? That's some nerve, man. That's the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah putting that prideful spirit on the wicked to really think he's righteous, man. They took this land by murder, rape, rob, and murder, and they blessed it, so-called. God bless America. And this land is filled with blood, man. Woe to the bloody city, man. Woe to that violent city, man. That's America, you know? America has a lot to pay for what they've done to the Israelites, man. Starting off, you know, Esau, man, being the ruler of America. They're going to taste slavery, man. They're going to be in captivity. And the Lord's going to destroy them after the 1,000-year period. Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh Yahushua of power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. They don't hate blood, man. They love blood. They love shedding blood, man. Especially to the children of Israel, man. You know? And that's what they was doing all these years, man. Through the time, all through slavery, you know, through putting us in the slums, man, putting us in the prison houses, you know, murdering us. The cops shooting down Jake, because that was big a couple of years back, man. That died down. That got swept underneath the rug. But hell, it's still different stories of so-called white people attacking Jake, man. You know? These Edomites, they don't hate blood, especially when it comes down to shedding it upon our people. But the Lord said he's going to shed blood onto them, man. They're going to taste of that of the cup, man. You know? They're going to drink all of it, man. They're going to go into captivity, you know? And before that, during the times of Jacob's trouble, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to use Jake to destroy these crackers, man. On this side. You know, right before their destruction come when these nuclear missiles hit. Let me see. Let me get Malachi. The book of Malachi, chapter 1, I start at verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou Esau loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord Yahweh? Yet I love Jacob. That's right, man. The Lord loved Jacob, man. And this, you know, while Esau showing hatred towards Jacob, you know, the Lord is showing hatred towards Esau. And this is the point. Verse 3. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. And that's going to come to pass when all, you know, the nuclear missiles destroy the places, and the, you know, America going to destroy America, all his dwelling places, man. You know, mainly America. And America going to be filled with desert creatures, you know, all type of beasts, vultures, you know. They're gonna be dwelling in the land of America, man. And the Lord hates Esau. So while Esau hates Jacob, you know, he really showing hatred towards the Lord, man. Because that Jacob is the Lord's people. And he's going to have to pay for that. Get Obadiah. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against our brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. That's right, man. In that day, you're going to be ashamed because you're going to realize what you did to the Lord's chosen people, man. And you're going to be cut off forever, man. After you serve your prison sentence for 1,000 years, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to destroy you, man. You know? And that's written in the scriptures. Khan. They have caused violence against our brother, man. That's showing hatred, you know. Esau, Edom, being the so-called white man, they always showed us hatred, man. They never loved us, man, and they never will. Just like we never loved them, and we would never will, man. You know. That's how the spirit was created, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua created the wicked seed and the righteous seed, man. The wicked being Esau, and the righteous being Jacob, Israel, man. You know? I got a few more precepts, then I'm going to close it out. Still want to get Lamentations 4:21. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. You know, be rejoicing, man. You know, and the land of Uz today is known as America, man. That's symbolic because of the so-called wealth that America have, man. You know, and they should be rejoicing. Because this their rulership, this their queendom for now, you know. But shortly the Lord is gonna destroy this place. So, you know, He's gonna destroy this place. So be happy, be glad, man, that you doing all types of manners of wickedness. You doing everything that you was created to do, you know. Further the affliction towards the Israelites, you know. Push all these democracies and stuff around on these other countries, you know. Do everything that you was built to do. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. Verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. That's right, man. Our captivity is almost up. And the Lord's about to redeem his people. You know? He's about to redeem his people for the kingdom of heaven, man. He's redeeming us now by bringing the elect back to the fold to preach around the four corners of the earth. And also to, push the word, to gather in the elect, the fisher of men. You know, fishermen of men, man. To gather in the hopeful elect. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. That's right, man. The Lord is doing that, man. The Lord's He's doing that right now through his men, man. Because we see all the wickedness that the so-called white man has done all over the earth, man. You know? And the Lord's going to bring these devils down, man. Through process of time, man. Through prophecy. You know? I got one more script. And I'm going to close it out. I want to get 14, 17. Salakia, just bear with me. The book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 11. No, verse 10. And the sons of daughters and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I have had mercy on thee. And that's going into the these other heathen nations that's gonna serve us, man. They're gonna be under subjection, man. They're gonna be in captivity, man. You know? Verse 11, therefore thy gate shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring up unto thee forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. You know, that's going to be, you know, the gates are going to remain open, man, for these other heathen nations to bring in their wealth, man. You know, these Edomites are going to help bring in the wealth of these heathen nations, the Hamites, the Ishmaelites, the Elamites, you know. And they're going to bring in wealth from these Edomites too, man. For the nation, for verse 12, and for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. So if you're not down, you know, these heathens that's not down with the program of serving the children of Israel, you know, serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, the Lord's going to destroy them, man, by the hands of Israel, man. You know. I know it was one more precept. Isaiah 49 and 23. I'm going to end it off in Daniel. Trying to find that script. I'm going to take the kingdom. Let me look it up right quick. Okay. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. That's right, man, because there's going to be a point in time that the Lord's going to bless us, man, with spiritual powers, man, you know, and we shall take the kingdom, man, starting off with destroying America, man, you know, destroying the rulers, man, destroying these Edomites, putting them under subjection with the other heathen nations, man. And then after that, they're gonna be serving us in the kingdom of heaven. And you know, that's us, that's part of us taking the kingdom as well, man. You know, the Lord's gonna give us that power to destroy this kingdom and then bring in our kingdom, man. You know? And you know, that was the end of my lesson. I hope it was edifying. You know, I want to, you know, close it out by giving all praises, glory, and honor to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Ka Halayim La, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Salutations and double salutations to the hopeful elect out there, man. You know, the men that's teaching His word around the four corners of the earth, the confusions of faces as well, man, around the four corners of the earth. You know, salutations and shalom to the sincere Akwathium, the sisters that's following the ministry, that believe on Yahweh Shai, man. You know, the ones that's playing their role as a woman, you know, not being disrespectful, you know, over their man, not trying to rule over their man, trying to, you know, teach the word to other men and so on and so on, you know. Salutations to the children as well, man, that's consist of the elect. Until next time, I want to say shalom.